Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Brian Bentley. I'm a member of Project Bridge, and I'd like to welcome you to the third middle school honor band. We're waiting for one girl still. Her clothing was here late, so I'm going to ramble a little more than usual. This year, instead of talking as I usually do about Project Bridge, what we do is we have a few more people we'd like to thank this year. Starting out, we'd like to definitely thank our Assistant Director of Bands, Clarissa Bates. She's just been a solid rock for us during this endeavor. With Project Bridge, we also deeply like to thank Amanda Stuyvesant. She helped streamline and run our private lesson program. She probably puts in way more hours than we do every week trying to keep us straight with everything. She's also our major advisor and our general assistant. The Logan Band Boosters, we work with them, but we are a separate entity. We're a nonprofit. We solely work just with the middle school students. Today, we have some extra people to thank our custodial staff. If someone came in on their day off to make sure the building was clean and everything was ready for all the students. Our cooks, they came in, they prepared the meal that we had at lunch, and the staff, so we definitely appreciate all of them. We have our Logan leadership team, McKenna Stuyvesant, Owen McDonald, and Rylan Lancer. They've been here all day. Their senior band, members of our high school senior band, they've been here all day helping everyone navigate the school, helping with the kids. Our Ohio University kids, they're also listed in your program, but I'm going to give them a special shout out. Our flutes, Lexi Carlson, clarinets, Maddie Hibbard, bass clarinets and bassoons, Sarah Bentley, saxophone and French horn, Robert Banks, trumpets, Arabella Gordon, trombones, Danielle Dorsey, tuba, euphonium, James Knisley, percussion, Aliyah Khan, and Ryan Russo. This is our third year, and I have to say, we've increased in number all along, but this is the best mannered, most respected group of kids we've had since we've been doing this. You guys as parents have done an amazing job. They've been a joy to be around all day. So you guys should really give yourself a big round of applause. We're really amazing kids here. When we started doing this, I mean, most of us here, we've had, children through high school band or whatever, and, we're kind of past it now. But we wanted to do something special just for middle school kids. Everything's all, it's high school band, it's high school kids, it's graduation, it's prom, this and that. And sometimes the middle school experience, it gets left behind. And as boosters, and you fellow boosters out there, I can tell you, if you want to have an amazing high school band program, it all starts in the middle school. You've got to get into your middle schools. You have to put in the work for your directors. You have to empower and engage and enrich these students. Because I guarantee you, I don't know how many, but one kid up here, we changed their life today. They may not go on to be a band teacher, even to play band in high school or college, but they gained the confidence and the skills they needed today. They're going to go out and it's going to change their lives. Also want to thank, I do thank you very much. I could soapbox on this for hours. I'm a big proponent, but as parents, if your child or you don't have a kid yet in high school band, go to the next booster meeting. Find out what you can do for the middle school band experience. It doesn't have to take a lot of time or money. Throw a little party in the classroom one day after. Just let them know, hey, we're over here. We're just as hard as your high school kids, and we deserve recognition too. And that's what Project Bridge and events like this is all about. That being said, it wouldn't be possible without our strong relationship with Ohio University. It starts off with Dr. Talbert. He's the director of the School of Music, dear, close personal friend. He's just amazing. We're so lucky to have him here in Southeast Ohio. Emily Talley, the assistant professor of instruction. She's not able to be here today, but she laid the groundwork with me and my other colleagues when we first had envisioned this middle school honor band. As far as the rest of Project Bridge, we have a retired director of bands, Pamela Price. Henry Johnson, a longtime Logan band booster. His daughter is a musician at Capital University. She had a concert today, so we had to go up. And up in the cheap seats, Brenda Rowe. She's lifetime band booster and just band advocate for any student anywhere in Southeast Ohio. So again, I just tell you, get involved. It's fun. The schools need you. And what these kids did today is absolutely amazing. And I just can't stress again, just what an amazing group of kids up here today. So, are we good? We were waiting for one last person to get dressed, so we're good now. I can wrap it up. Please help me enter this man. I've talked about him now for years, and this is our third year, so I'm out of adjectives to explain this guy. Last year I used a Pictionary. Pictionary of a band director, it would be Dr. Talley's face. It played good last year, so it works this year. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. William Talley, the director of bands at Ohio University.
like everybody gets so timid and they're just a little bit worried about who's going to make the first mistake. And I always try to explain to them that one of the reasons that I think that this is such a great thing for these young players is because we have to learn how to perform and how to put ourselves out there. But we also have to learn that we're only human and that things are going to happen. And I mean, sometimes, usually before a performance, we will rehearse a piece for 3 or 4 weeks, or sometimes even longer before we perform. also want to thank the folks here at Project Bridge. When I taught secondary school, I taught high school for a long time, and we had a really close relationship with our middle school. And so I do miss the opportunity to get to engage with younger players. So this is really cool for me. And in addition, I also have to say thanks to the folks here at Logan High School. Clarissa Rowe, bless her heart, we were doing this piece with electronics that we ended up deciding not to do, and she's figuring out what we're going to do with all the electronics, and she got everything perfectly set. And then I said, oh, we're not going to do that. So maybe another time. The next piece that we're doing is a lot of fun. It's called Bizarre, and it's by a composer named Randall Standridge, an American composer who is about my age, which is 25, just in case you're wondering. Standridge writes a lot of pieces. They're like, really, he's 25? And I'm not, really not. But Standridge writes a lot of pieces for band. And if you have been to any band concert for secondary, middle school, or high school, you probably have heard one of his pieces. This piece is called Bizarre, and it has kind of a little Middle Eastern flavor. So we hope you enjoy it. Bizarre by Randall Standridge. Thanks again for being here. Short concert today, but an absolute pleasure and joy to be here with these kids and with you. We thank you so much and hope to see you back next year. Group grows each year, and I hope with that, one of the things that I think is really important
is where we are in the state, there are not the same kind of opportunities as there are in every other region in the state. So this event offers something special for our students without having to drive 70 miles to Columbus or more to other places to be able to do something like this. And really, to prepare this in one day, really kudos to them. Can you help me thank them?